traitor. He's betrayed this country. He's betrayed our government, and he's betrayed our people. He's betrayed our allies. He's sold us out. He's a criminal. Get him out now. Throw his...
Ho, ho! Elon Musk has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! Elon Musk has got to go!
And police say, based on their communications with organizers, they're optimistic that this will be peaceful.
As we have assessed it, we're not concerned about it. We think it's going to be very peaceful and a great day for people to be outside, get their steps in, and be able to enjoy the weather.
Restore what we've had as a democracy. And so it's being touched in the most dangerous ways. In fact, when we were making our poster and we were saying what to have hands off, we had trouble limiting the list. The list got so long between free speech and reproductive rights and Social Security.
We stand today at a crossroads in history where tyranny and corruption tighten their grip, and we are left with a choice: to rise up or to surrender to a corrupt regime hell-bent on remaking America in its image.
This is our country!
In roughly 60 days, we have seen our rights to free speech and protest trampled.
Americans are fed up. The hands-off protests on Saturday took the nation by storm. Thousands of protests in cities and towns, in states across the United States of America and internationally as well. Millions of people in the aggregate were out there protesting in different cities. We saw hundreds of thousands of people, and these numbers are only going to grow as we head into Democracy Summer. Now, the Midas Touch Network was there broadcasting all of it. We partnered with Move On and some of the other grassroots organizations who were leading the protests. What you saw at the beginning of this video was part of our coverage. That was from the New York protests. What I want to do on this video is highlight some of the protests that were taking place across the country and the world. I also want to share with you what our correspondent Aaron Parnas was seeing on the ground in Washington, D.C., as he was interviewing some of the top Democratic leaders for the Midas Touch Network. All right, let's take a look at Boston, where there were over 100,000 people protesting. I want to show you what that scene looked like. Let's play it.
A lot of what's happening seems to be corrupt division of power that's not being followed with the founding fathers and what they intended for this country. DOJ running without any kind of oversight. There's been Senate hearing committees that have been action for all these potentially illegal activities that are happening.
Now, just so you see here as well, and credit to Marco Foster for putting a lot of these together and aggregating it from groups like Our Revolution. This is an aerial view of the massive protest taking place in New York City yesterday as part of the hands-off rally against Elon Musk and Donald Trump. Just look at how massive it actually was in size. Play this clip.
I'm here with Congressman Jamie Raskin from Maryland. Now, Congressman, why did you choose to come to this protest, and why is it so impactful in this moment right now?
Well, my congressional district is in Maryland, and it borders Washington, D.C., so we have tens of thousands of people from Maryland who've come down here. So this is the one that I did, even though I was in Florida, actually, with Maxwell Frost for the rest of the weekend. So this demonstration across the country with more than 1,000 different protests is going to further catalyze popular resistance and opposition to this deranged program that they're imposing on the country.
Now, a lot of folks are concerned, right? A lot of people have told me that they're being fired, especially at the IRS right now. What's your message to those who have been terminated at the federal government, and how can they fight back? What can they do in this moment right now?
Wait, I'm sorry, I missed it again.
Yeah, no worries. A lot of folks are worried. They're being terminated right now at the federal government, and they want to know what they can do. What's their future? So what's your message to them?
We are winning in the courts. Like, for example, they fired tens of thousands of probationary employees, which was completely lawless. And so they've been restored theoretically to their jobs, but they're not letting them go back to work. They are giving them pay, but they're not having them do their jobs, which is absurd. But we're going to fight for them to get their jobs back. And then we are going to make sure that people who've lost their jobs, who can't get their jobs back, are part of this movement against authoritarianism in the country.
Congressman, thank you so much.